So I'll be presenting the book now, and you can refer the book while we will be studying from it. So we will be starting from the unit 4. I think the book is visible to you all. So unit 4 is emerging opportunities in business. So uh, as the title is telling us emerging opportunities, what is emerging opportunities in business? While doing a business, there are many circumstances which happen on day-to-day basis, on a yearly basis. We have a very planned system when we are doing a business, and sometimes if the business is new, the planning may work or may not work. It will be according to the opportunities we are getting in the society. So, for example, if we take examples of the startups that are going on right now, Boat is one of the example of the startup which have emerged very efficiently in recent times. So, what happened with Boat is it entered the market at the right time when there was a huge demand of the earphones, huge demand of the speakers, a huge demand of everything which is related to electronics. And as we are a young nation, we have a young population all around India. So what was happening was everyone wanted high quality earphones or high quality speaker devices, but they cannot afford the devices which were offered by big companies, big brands like Samsung and Apple. So as we can all understand, we are all from mostly we are all from middle class families, and we want something good in cheaper on a cheaper rate. So what is emerging opportunity? Emerging opportunity is taking the advantage of what is going on right now in the society. So what happened with Boat is they offered high quality speaker devices, high quality headphones, high quality devices that Boat makes, and they have entered the market at the right time when there was a boom in the electronic system, when there was a boom in electronic devices like cell phones and like earphones. There was a boom of that, and they have offered their things in very reasonable rate. The rate was quite reasonable, because of which the opportunity, they have grabbed the opportunity in one sense. If we can think about it, they have grabbed the opportunity at the right time, and they have boomed their business. Now Boat is a unicorn, as you all know, and there are many examples of unicorns around India. India is producing around 10 unicorns a year, if I'm not wrong. So there are many opportunities, emerging opportunities in a society like India, in advanced country like India, and India is and Indians are grabbing those opportunities. That is all about emerging opportunities in business. We will talk about internet applications in business, how internet is helping business. So we talked about Boat right now. Internet is a basic need of that company. It was the basic need of that company to boom its sales. So what happened was that internet was used for advertisement. So internet applications in business is all about that. Emerging trends in business. What is emerging trend? How these businesses are getting all those sales in very recent times. So what happens is automation is one of those things. Blockchain is one of those things. We will talk about these things later in this chapter. Automation, you all know, while automating all those things, which all those machines is automation. Blockchain is something about internet. We will talk about it. Artificial intelligence is right now very on boom right now. So artificial intelligence is making the machine intelligent about the working environment or about the surrounding. Then machine learning is also about artificial learning. Intelligence and machine learning are simultaneous things. So when we make machine learn about the trends, it will become intelligent. Artificial intelligence is all about this. Social shopping, robotics is we are using robotics from a large from last decade, I think, but they have improved a lot from in the recent times. Then e-tailing is about internet retailing. Then retail entrepreneurship, meaning of e-commerce, benefits of e-commerce. We will talk about these things in this chapter. M-commerce, franchising, outsourcing, offshoring. So we will be talking about this. If anyone have any issues regarding these topics, if anyone have any queries about these topics, uh, they can in between tell me, or they can tell those things in the last. So I have told you about the introduction. Introduction is all about what we are doing right now in how we are using internet in business, how business is emerging, how businesses are getting opportunities, how they are using internet. So let's talk about internet applications in business. So internet applications are very it is a very common thing. We are all using internet nowadays. Internet is about we are using it on phone, we are using it on laptop, we are using it on everything we have right now. All the gadgets we have right now. So what happens on internet, you have seen most of the times that when you want a product, when you want a thing and you search it on any of the apps, for example, if you search any of the product on Amazon, uh, on the same day, at the same time, every that product or similar products will be visible on your all social media handles. So it is all about applications. So in business, what happens is it is about artificial intelligence and machine learning. uh, there are some of the theorems, or there are some of the applications which are running in the background, and these application help those businesses to find out that this person is looking for that item, and that this item is displayed as an advertisement on all social media platforms. So uh, in this way internet is used as an application in business. So what is internet of things? Next topic is internet of things. So internet of things is, let us take an example of AC, air conditioner. Everyone have an air conditioner nowadays in their home. So there are some smart air conditioners in which what happens is when you come to your home, when you come to your home and you want that AC to be AC to just a moment. So we are talking about AC air conditioner. So what happens is you will see a lot of advertisement if you have not used it till now. You have seen a lot of advertisement that you are reaching home, and in the car you start using an app, and from that app you switch on that AC, and before you reach your home, that AC have already stabilized the environment, or already have lower the temperature which is needed while an air conditioner is used. So these are the things which are used through internet. What is happening here right now is your AC is connected to internet, Your phone is connected to internet when phone have given a command to AC that you to get switch on. So these all things are happening over internet. Nothing is coming out of the blue. Everything is happening on the internet. uh, we have used the internet in the car to switch on the AC, and AC got switched on in the home. So internet of things is all about those things which can be operated on the internet and which are used on day to day basis. These things are used on day to day basis. We have a lot of examples. We have nowadays we have smart cars. We have when we reach near the car, everything is connected to internet, and car recognizes that you have reached near the car. Every update is getting. For example, we have a car in India also, which I am aware about, Mahindra XUV 700. So what happens is when you switch on the car, you get a notification on your phone that your car is switched on, whether you are sitting around 600 1000 kilometers apart. You will get a notification on your phone right away that your car has been switched on. And same thing happens when it is switched off. So what is happening right now is your car is connected to the internet, your phone is connected to the internet. As soon as your car is switched on, it sends a message over the internet to the owner that the car have been switched on. So these things which are connected to internet and which can be operated remotely, which can be on which we can get notifications remotely, and some of the operations also can happen remotely. These all things comes under internet of things which are used with the internet. This is all about these internet of things explained in the para. Now let us come to 4.2.2, technological explosion. So what is technological explosion? Technological explosion refers to the frequent increase in the use of technology in everyday life. Innovation counseling from Gartner and predicts 6.4 million associated things will be used over word over this year, which is 30% more than the last year. So what is happening in this paragraph is right now is technological explosion, as the word says. It is the explosion of the technology from last decade or last 15 years. You have seen from when in 2005 2006 when you had those QWERTY keypads, or you had those normal keypad phones. And in those 15 years now, you can compare those things from those keypad phones to this. Now we have a lot of good smartphones which are efficient of everything. It is on it only happened because of technological expansion. We have constantly increased our capacity in the technology, and due to which everything, it is not about cell phones only, it is about laptops, it is about anything. We were talking about the air conditioners, we were talking about the
So,
yeah.
so I had a query regarding the subject
Yeah,
BCOC.
yeah.
So what is like the pattern of the paper? Like, do you have a sample or anything like to give us an idea about how will the paper
All
be?
question papers are available on IGNO website, and you can download the same from there. Around I think around 10 to 15 years back, question papers are available on IGNO website in download section.
Okay, sir.
Yep.
Thank you.
So we were talking about technological expansion. Technological expansion is all about those things which we are talking right now. That AC was technological expansion. That switching on the AC, or I have talked about XUV 700. It was a technological expansion. You can compare that from a car which was coming in 2005 to a car which is coming in 2023. There is a huge difference in technology. And but how this technological expansion happened? It happened because of internet, and our country have promoted internet to a lot of extent. Country is providing cheap internet as compared to many developed nations. If you compare the prices of developed nations having the same 1 GB or 2 GB of internet, and to India having 1 GB or 2 GB internet, there is a huge difference in the price. So our country have promoted internet, which have led to technological expansion in India also. Then internet of things, cloud computing, we will talk about cloud computing in the next para. And then cognitive computing is also about intelligence of computer, how computer is adapting, how artificial intelligence like chat gpt, all you have heard about the chat gpt right now, which is a booming topic right now happening around the world. So it is all about cloud computing and cognitive computing. As computers have started learning and we have made them learn with all the programs which have been developed by the developers right now. So it is all about the expansion in technology. Let's talk about our main focus, which is business. Business emerging trends is business. So how business is adapting with the technology, we'll talk about this in this para. It is a skyscraping tea break. Entrepreneurs comprehend the importance of being fastidious in project identification. Till in recent time, we in India kept on exploring the possibilities of manufacturing almost the whole lot, right from pins to planes to screws and knives. Just companies and individuals carry out SWOT: strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. So you can learn this SWOT: strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat. This is all about business. When we are talking about business, we have to talk about the strengths we are having. If you are starting a business, first thing you will see is what all the strengths you have. Then you will see about the weaknesses, what all are the things you are lacking in starting that business or in operating that business. What are the opportunities? We have talked about the opportunities, taking the example of that boat company. And what is the threat is all about, like, boat is one company which is giving cheap headphones, but there are many. For example, Hammer is one of those company which have tried to compete with boat also, and maybe it will succeed, maybe it will not in the future. But there are threats in when we are talking about business, and those threats should be kept in mind. So SWOT is one of those things which you have to keep in mind, and while starting a business. So analysis of our identifying business opportunity for our entrepreneurs. A standout amongst the most immediate influencers of business achievement in the economy. For Universal Association, the implies watching out for both local and worldwide patterns. So it is all about how we are using those uh, those technological changes, how we are using those technological. So when we talk about strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat, strength is not one of those things which remains stable. For example, right now you have all that. If you are starting a business about technology, and you have all those equipment uh, which can manufacture a good quality product right now, but technology is changing on day to day basis. On For example, you can take example of 2 years back, about a cell phone which we use on daily day to day basis. Everyone have information about those smartphones. So if we even see 2 years back, those smartphones were less capable than the smartphones which we are using right now. So technology is changing rapidly. So if you are starting a business, the technology you are using right now is constant, and it is for today only. You have to change yourself, you have to adapt to those things, and you have to increase your strength on day to day basis to remain on this business. So these are the emerging trends, how you have to change, how these trends are changing, how these technological changes are happening right now, and how you have to adapt those technological changes to keep running your business operations efficiently. So in technological changes, we will study about trends. We will study about automation. What is automation? Automation driven by AI and advanced equipment is upset work as we know it. We are robotizing customary occupations out of existence regularly. Examples. So what is happening right now? Automation. What is automation? They have given example of Pizza Hut. So not in India, but Pizza Hut abroad in developed countries like US. Pizza Hut abroad have started using robots as their waiters instead of those regular waiters we are having. So these robots, what they do is, these robots take orders and process payments about it, and everything is happening very efficiently. Even Amazon have started a store in which you have to there is no person available in that store. You just enter that store, you just get those products which you want, and when you leave that store, it automatically, because of those plenty of cameras that are happening in that store, the Amazon will automatically recognize which all products you have, which all products you have pegged from there, or you have opted to get those products. And when you will leave the store, it will automatically deduct the prices of those products from your credit card. This thing is happening right now in US. So in the store they do not have any person, and this have become quite successful till now. You can search it on net. So it is all about automation and cloud computing. What is happening is everything is happening on internet. Machines are smarter. Machines are the cameras are recognizing that what all the products this person have received, and at the end of the day machines are communicating with each other, and those machine is giving the information to the retailing machine is automatically deducting the amount from the credit card which was already entered in the system by the employee, by the customer. So these are the examples. Walmart used automation to replace 7,000 accounting and invoicing employees. iPhone maker Foxconn replaced 60,000 employees and with robots. So Foxconn is a very renowned company. You all know that Foxconn has started its operations in India also, but automation is still not happened in India. In India, Foxconn is using employees only, but in US, Foxconn have started using, as they have said, replace 60,000 employees with robots only. So it is all about artificial intelligence, how businesses are adopting the automation processes. So let's talk about blockchain. So, blockchain is all of what we have taught, what I have told you about Amazon. It is only happening because of blockchain. Blockchain means everything is connected with each other. Everything is communicating with each other. Machines are communicating via internet to with each other, and they are smart enough to take their decisions. So, blockchain is all about that chain which is maintained by the machines. As a method to promise the trustworthiness of digital records, Haber and Stornetta have propelled the world's first business blockchain. A blockchain is a practice for making an index of the entries which cannot be changed after they are completed. This equally applies to the index. Blocks and blockchains are comprised of virtual snippets of data, virtual small data. In particular, they have three sections: blocks store data and exchanges, for example, date, time, amount of your. So what is happening? I've told you about the example of Amazon. Amazon is working on blockchain. What is happening is one person enters a store, he picks up some things. All those things are recorded in the blockchain. All those recorded things are processed, and then the amount is deducted. The amount is deducted from the credit card. It is an example of blockchain only. Blocks store data about who is taking the interest in exchanges rather than utilizing your real name. Your buying is recorded with no identifying data, utilizing an unique digital signature similar to a username. Blocks store data that contrast them from different blocks, much like you and I have names, differentiate us from each other. Each block stores a special code called a hash that enables us to separate it from other blocks. So what is it telling about? Just like we have different names, all those blocks in which the data is stored, all those blocks have a different identity, and those identity is each block stores a special code called a hash that enables us to separate it from other blocks. So every block have a separate name coding, and we can easily identify which block we are talking about. Artificial intelligence, these all things are interrelated. Blockchain was interrelated to automation. Automation is interrelated to artificial intelligence. Everything works with each other. So basically, we have talked about artificial intelligence before also. I'll give you a basic idea about it. Artificial intelligence is through coding we are making machines learn about the things which are happening right now. So earlier what happened was a small if we are taking an example of a computer. What happens with computer is we give a command to a computer. That command is converted into computer language by the compiler. If you know anything about the compiler, compiler is a thing which converts the commands which are given by us to a computer language. So earlier what happened was we are giving a command is converting, compiler is converting that to a computer language. Then computer gives the reply of that command or gives the output of that command straight away. Computer didn't had any mind of its own. it is just doing what we are telling it to do. But nowadays what is happening is computer is learning on its own. For example, I have done something right now on the computer. If it is artificial intelligence enabled, if I have done something on that computer today, it will learn the patterns which I have done, and those patterns will be then those patterns will be followed the next day. For example, you can take an example of Gmail, or if you can take an example of, if you are talking a live example of artificial intelligence, you can take an example of keyboard in your phone also. So at first, when you will start typing on your keyboard, or you will start typing on the Gmail, if you remember the earlier Gmail options, there were very few suggestions which we used to get while writing a mail. But nowadays, when we start typing a mail, we just press a button. For example, in every mail, we used to say, this is for your information, this for your information and consideration. So what happens is, nowadays is, we will just type this is, and the computer will automatically give us a suggestion that for your consideration, for your acceptance, these suggestions will be given to us by the computer straight away, by the Gmail straight away. This is an example of artificial intelligence, how the computer is learning that what this person is going to write next. And these predictions are mostly accurate. If you guys have if the students have used Gmail, of course you have done it, I'm sure about it. So you should have noticed that these things are very accurate, and very accurately working right now. So I have also given example of Google. Google has released TensorFlow, Barclay AI, Research released Cafe, Apache released Apache. Apache is a server. Apache. Amazon made an AI stage for designers to work with an assortment of AI explicit systems and services. The rise of automation is unmistakable. Quality, that's what I told you, that they are making very few mistakes. Unmistakable quality is powered by enormous spending and fast development in specific regions. So let's talk about machine learning now. Machine learning is the field of learning that gives computers the potential to gain knowledge of without being ambigu- unambiguously programmed. Machine learning is one of the most exciting technologies that one would have ever come across. Machine learning is the scientific study of algorithms and statistical models that computer system use to actual fact perform a specific task without using explicit instructions. Relying on patterns and inference instead of machine learning is an application of. So basically, they have given a basic idea about machine learning and AI. I have told you about machine learning and AI with examples. So early adopters of machine learning are finding ways to machinize machine learning by embedding processes into operational business environment to drive business value. This is enabling more effective and precise learning and decision making in real time. So real time, what is real time machine learning? Real time machine learning is all that which I have told you earlier, that when we are searching something on social media, when we are searching something on Amazon, for example, machine learning is all about that the machine which we are using, a phone or a computer or internet, it start learning the patterns which we are using. For example, if we are if for males they are using grooming products, so they are searching for grooming products two three if they have searched for grooming products 2 3 times, that machine or internet will automatically learn about it. And at the same moment, it is all happening in real time, all algorithms working in real time. At the same moment, you will start watching the ads. When you will open your social media, Instagram or Facebook, for example, you will straight away start watching those ads on the social media. And it is how it is happening. All the algorithms are happening in real time. Machine is learning that you want this product. So that information is given to all those companies, or all those companies that product is needed by the person, and those advertisements start being visible on your social media platforms. This is all about machine learning and artificial intelligence. Today, organizations can include machine learning into core business processes that are connected with the firm's data streams, with the objective of improving their decision making process throughout real time learning. So it is also happening in decision making process. How a decision making process? It will tell you about a trend which is happening in the market right now. For example, we are a young nation. Every young person is searching an electronic device. So machine learning will tell you about that from the population of 100% which is using is internet, around 50%, 60% are searching this thing. So which will give a brief idea that what is happening right now, what is in boom right now in the business. So next, let's talk about social shopping. As e-commerce has grown over the last decade, it has also developed, changed shape in numerous offshoots. One of the offshoots of a big e-commerce insurgency is social commerce. It is making a big plaster. Social shopping is new term that illustrates a progression where social network users can procure products that come into sight in their feeds and channel without interrupting their browsing occurrence. Before social shopping, a corporation could set an advertisement on social network, and anyone who wanted to purchase their product would necessitate clicking on the. So what is they are telling social shopping about social shopping is, we are using internet, most of us we are using internet from last 10 years. Earlier what happened with the advertisement is, when we used to see an advertisement on the website, there was a compulsion which we had that that advertisement is shown straight away on the web page, and that advertisement would not go here and there, even if we are scrolling the web page. So only option we had left was clicking on that advertisement and then visiting the advertisement page. Nowadays what is happening is, as I've told you, that social media platforms are using those advertisement it between the feeds. For example, if you are using an Instagram, you will see 5 to 10 photos of your friends and family, and then one advertisement will come in between, and your that scrolling experience of you will not be hindered in it. So social shopping is all about the improvements which have happened in giving the advertisement of your business. So earlier advertisements were very annoying. You used to get annoyed about it, that these are coming in between your, if you are studying on a website, these are coming in between your studies. If you are watching a movie, that will come in between. Nowadays, everything have been maintained. The companies or websites have ensured that those advertisements will come side by side with your work, and everything is less interrupting than it was earlier. According to Adweek, the top 500 retailers brought in near 6.5 billion from social shopping in 2017. Social shopping is by all accounts on the ascent. So we have, according to a data of 500 retailers, 6.5 billion have been earned from social shopping in 2017 only. So let's talk about the next topic, robotics. Robotics, as we have talked about, that everything which is happening right now. For example, I've talked about the Pizza Hut example, which have started using robots as their waiters. So everything which is happening, for example, we talked about the car, we talked about anything, other products also. So these all things are happening as these all things are working as robots. Some are small, some are large. So let's take a 5 minute break, and we will start this chapter, the robotic term, again after 5 minutes.
Okay, sir.
Uh, uh, let's talk about robotics now. Robotic deals with the design, construction, operation, and use of robots as well as computer system for their control, sensory response, and information processing. These technologies are used to develop machines that can substitute for humans and replicate human application actions. Robots can be used in numerous states of affairs and for lots of purpose, including business. One of the most common tasks robots perform for business is product assembly in industrial space. So, what is products assembly? What we have talked about in this is what is happening right now is we are trying to replace all those options which were very difficult for humans to operate in the earlier environment. So, if we talk about a factory, if we talk about a simple, let's take an example of a simple Amazon warehouse. So what happens there is there are a lot of packets, there are a lot of cartoons which happen to be there at one point of time. So what was happening earlier in these kind of scenarios, all those humans were transporting those products from one place to another, and that was a very difficult task for every human which was doing it, carrying those cartoons from one place to another, either by mechanical power or manually. So what happened in recent times is we have replaced those human efforts. We have replaced those human efforts to change it from to change it with the robots. For example, if we are taking about manufacturing robots or one of the most common tasks robots perform business is product assembly. What they are doing is, if you have seen those machines which are picking up, they are operated by humans only, but they pick the huge cartoons from one place and they place it to second place. These things are happening on a very frequent basis right now. This is all about robotics, and what improvements it have done is that these robotics have replaced the human efforts, and now all the work, if we are talking from business point of view, all the work is happening without any interruption or without any, for example, which the tasks which were done by humans earlier, those tasks included humans earlier there those tasks included a human power which results in human loss. There were many incidents in which we have lost humans as a whole, or their body parts we have lost. So those things have been removed right now, and also those from business point of view, those things which got damaged while transporting from one place to another, they have been reduced to a very extent, very much extent. Those damage thing The damaging of things while transporting it from one place to another, if we are talking about a warehouse only. So those damages, those losses which were happening earlier have been replaced by robotics, and they are mostly accurate. Not if not 100%, they are mostly accurate. These robotics are doing their duty, their assigned duty very efficiently. So it is improving the business, the losses which were happening in the business earlier. If we talk about the human loss, or if we talk about the loss of the products, these things are happening very efficiently now with the help of robotics. What is e-tailing? Electronic retailing is a buzzword for any business to customer transactions that take place over internet. Simply put, e-tailing is a sale of goods online. So e-tailing can be understood with taking an example of a Flipkart or Amazon. So anything which have been sold on internet and have been purchased by a customer directly, and the transaction is done directly on the internet only. Everything which is happening on internet is e-tailing. Selling of product, buying of product. I have taken example of Flipkart and Amazon because they are very much renowned companies and everyone have heard about it. There are plenty of companies which are doing right now. If we are talking about clothing, Mintra is one of those companies, and there are many examples of it. So e-tailing is all about selling your product and getting the amount for it over the internet. You do not have to open and shop for it. You do not have to open and store for it. The key difference between e-tailing and e-commerce is e-tailing is an action of selling the retail goods on the internet, whereas e-commerce is the commercial transactions conducted by electronic means on the internet. We will discuss more detail about e-commerce in forthcoming heads. With continuation of shopping online and other necessary application, retailers can in reality have diverse forms of transactions to choose from, either for business to business, consumer to consumer transaction. There are various impacts of e-tailing in business. So, what are the impacts of e-tailing on business? We will talk about this in with these 3 points. Let's read these 3 points. E-tailing as a platform will also eliminate the barriers between business and consumers, because the information about the product and the businesses is made accessible, making the information readily available. So, what we are talking about in this is, if we go to a shop, there are many, I mean, there are many a times when you will see two or three products, and you will have a less of information about it. All the information given about those products is given by the shopkeeper only. So you have to decide from those two three products only, and you have to pick one by having faith on this on that shopkeeper. But what happened with e-tailing is, now you have hundreds of products of one kind. Every information is available with the product, below the product, or on the page of it. Now you can easily read that information. You can make your mind if you have to buy it or not. If you have made your mind, you can easily simply pay the amount and buy the product. The product will reach your home. So this is all about e-tailing in first point. The second point is, e-tailer can personally connect with their customers, and can give the appreciate feedbacks accordingly. So many of the small websites, they will directly ask you, or big websites also, they will directly ask you for the feedback about the product. Many a times you have seen in Amazon and Flipkart, they will send you a mail, or they will send you a notification on the app that please rate the product. It also provides customers and business an extensive display of options to choose from, for the reason that they offer more elastic paying and pricing systems. So more elastic paying and pricing system is, uh, when you have to buy, for example, we are buying a phone, an expensive phone on the website. Nowadays shopkeepers are also giving an option of EMI, but earlier that EMI option was only available on the e-tailing options. Also there are many times there are many other options which are offered by e-tailers. For example, if we take an example of Amazon, they have Amazon Pay Later. If you are eligible for it, you can buy a product and pay later. This is all about something like credit card only. So e-tailing provides three kinds of benefits. First is, they will provide many paying options and pricing systems. Second, they will ask you about the feedback. And third is that you will have plenty of products to choose from. You will have all information provided by the e-tailing shops, and you can buy the thing. There are many other benefits also. You can return the product, you can replace the product. There are many other e-tailing uh, importance and options. Now let's talk about retail entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is something like starting a business. If you are new in starting a business, you will start a business when the business will start to grow. It is all about entrepreneurship. How you will maintain your business, how you will go from 1 to 10. It is all about entrepreneurship. The retail industry is absorbing big boom in the decade. The experts are expecting bigger growth in the future. The expansion rate is 15% currently. It comprises 10% of India's GDP. The figures are enough to explain the colossal growth in the industry. It also depicts the right time to invest in the prospective retail business and become a part of the boom in the consumerism. So it is talking about, like, we are growing very fast. If we are talking about entrepreneurship and starting the new business, it is expected that we will grow by 15%. It is expected to will grow by 15%, and we expected that we will grow further 10%. The attractive economy is literally becoming a global destination for many marvelous retail brands. They want to invest and operate in Indian market and uplift the life of the stature of the Indian population. The factors such as the rise in the working population increased. So what we are talking in this is that not only Indian companies, as Indian market have started to boom, as we have seen expansion in the rate of retailing in India in the recent times. All the global companies are also investing in Indian businesses, are also investing their uh, businesses in India. How they are making Indian household, how they are making Indian lifestyle, how they are uplifting the lifestyle of Indian population. Increased disposable income, household income, affluence, enhanced lifestyle. Lifestyle is increasing because we are not only having the Indian brands, we are having the global brands. Demand is also increasing. Government aids business largely. So retail entrepreneurship have increased in the recent times. India is growing on a very rapid pace. Everyone is trying to have businesses in India. Many companies are investing in India. So this has all happened because of all those Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, machine learning. So now the global industry also knows that India is a big market because of internet, because of artificial intelligence. They know about the data. They know how Indians are purchasing goods. They know the trends, and all because of this, the retail entrepreneurship have started to boom in India also. So let's go on the next topic, 4.4, impact of technology on business. We have talked about this, the basic things about this earlier also when we have started this counseling session. Impact of technology on business is huge. Businesses are affected by changes in technological atmosphere. Technology revolutionizes and offers risk. So we have, when we were talking about SWOT, I have told you that uh, technology is changing on a rapid pace. It is changing on day-to-day basis. So when technology is changing, that you have to, if you are a businessman, if you are an entrepreneur, you have to uh, stay with the technological changes. You have to be in the environment. You have to be aware about those all those technological changes which are happening on day to day basis, and work according to it if you have to stay in the market. So, some age, Iron Age, Bronze Age, Steel Age, described in our history have been defined on the basis of technology. It is the innovation and transformation of activities which had brought transformation in business. So, when we talk about Stone Age, when we used to have stone, all the ornaments or all the weapons which were made from stone, then Iron Age come, then Bronze Age come, then Steel Age come. So, everything happened because of technological changes. From stone to iron to bronze, it happened because we humans always had a nature of exploring things. So we always constantly tried to explore things, and because of which a technological change had happened in from past decades, from many years, and we have seen many ages. Now we are seeing technological age, and technology is changing on a rapid pace. So benefits of technology in the business, let us uh, look at the diagram which is shown here. How technology is helping business is by providing security, by providing efficiency, and by providing exposure. How it is happening is, so let's talk about security. Technology protects your business from cyber attacks and viruses. So when as if we think about a business as an entrepreneur, when you start enter in a business or e-tailing business, and uh, if you have created a website which is selling things on selling things on it, there is a huge risk that there will be rivals who will try to put you down. Those rivals will try to attack you. Cyber attacks which are putting your company, putting your technology online company with a virus in it. They will try to put a backend entry. Virus is on backend entry only, and they will try to exploit your website. So what happens is, if you are up to date with technology, you know which viruses are being used right now in the business environment, and this getting being updated with the technology will help you to avoid those viruses and get your company a security which is all needed when you have started a business. Efficiency, how will it will increase your efficiency? Technology will make the processes faster, and there will be very few mistakes. For example, we have taken an example of robotics in the warehouses. There are many very few mistakes which are happening right now in the warehouses. Earlier, there when humans used to transport one thing from one place from another place, there were many products which were getting damaged in between. There were many humans which were getting injured in between. But due to increase in technology, all those injuries, all those damages have been removed. There is minimal to none damage, and efficiency of the company is increased because the products are getting less damaged in the warehouse. So the profit is getting increased in one sense, and efficiency is getting increased. Exposure is all about like you are sitting in for example in Tamil Nadu. You are sitting in Tamil Nadu, and from Tamil Nadu you have developed a product, or you have a product which is not available in North India or East India or West India. It is not available in these places. Now what has happened is, for example, we take an example of a e-commerce website. Many of the products which were not available in this region, which
Hello, hello.
in the region, please keep your mic shut, and if you want to ask a question, then only you can press your mic. So what happened is, the exposure which I have given by technology is, a person sitting in Tamil Nadu can buy a product which is only available in north of India or east of India. A person vice versa, a person sitting in north of India can buy a product from any of the part of the country, because of the exposure which is given by the technology. Our website can show these products, and these products can be bought by any part of the country around the or around the world also right now. So, what are the benefits of technology in the business? So, reducing business cost. So, what is happening is, earlier we used to have a warehouse, we have to store products, we have to store products in every part of the country. If we have to be if we have to be a company which is serving the products all around India, so we have to maintain the warehouses in every part of the country. Then we have many of the workers working there. But what is happening right now with online shopping is, you can maintain a warehouse in one part of the country only. If a product is bought by a person which is sitting far from you, you can get that product shipped there. So it is only about reducing cost. So cost is reduced, as you do not have to maintain five or six warehouses around the country. You only have to maintain one warehouse at one part of the country, and you can ship those products to that customer. So cost is reduced. Harmonizing communication. For example, emails, text websites. For earlier, when we get a product and that product was damaged, or that product is not working properly, you have to take that product to the shopkeeper straight away. If that product is bought from a different part of the country, you have to. There was a very difficult scenario that how that product will be replaced now. So all those circumstances or all those weaknesses have been reduced now. Now if your that product is damaged or the product is not working, you can straight away return that product or replace that product. This all had happened because of technological changes. Potential enlargement in business. We have taken an example. I was talking about a small business. For example, a person have developed something in one part of the country. He have a small business, and he is selling that product in that part of the country only. But now what happened is, with the technological expansion, he can put that product on internet, and because that product is on internet right now, that product have been visible to every person around the country or globally, and that person can grow its business, because now the potential customers are the number of potential customers are very large. These customers will buy your product from around the world, and your business will grow substantially. Your business will grow and expand very frequently. Considerations is one of all those points which was helped by the expansion in internet or expansion in technology. Business technology enables organizations to subcontract business operations to different organizations in the worldwide and local business surroundings. Outsourcing can encourage organizations to lower expenses and focus on finishing. We will talk about outsourcing in this chapter only. Changes businesses are fast paced. So changes are all about. We have talked about it. We have talked about it very quite a few times in this class only. That changes are happening on a rapid basis and businesses are adopting it. So we have talked about uh, e-tailers. Now we will talk about e-commerce. What is e-commerce? E-business is the conduct of business on the internet, not only buying and selling, but also servicing the customers and collaborating with the business partners. So it is not about e-commerce is not only about selling and buying, which was happening earlier, which we were talking about it earlier in the example of Flipkart and Amazon. E-businesses or e-commerce is giving us a facility in which we will sell a product. Then that product when that product is used by the customer, all those services are provided on internet only. For example, you can now call a person. You can open an app for if you have a RO, a water purifier in your home. You can just open an app. You can click on a button and then services will be scheduled for it. That you have been asked questions like which filter you have want to change or which filter you expect that which I expect that have been used most. So everything will be available on the app only. Your services will be done on the app. If you want to replace that product, will be done on the app only. So it is all about e-business, including customer e-service, intra-business task, example e-business online system that tracks inventory and triggers alerts. It becomes part of e-business, an online induction program for new employees, automates part or whole of its offline counterpart. Meaning of e-commerce. E-commerce is defined as those commercial transactions carried out using the electronic means in which goods or services are delivered either electronically or in the tangible or intangible form. E-commerce is the activity of buying and selling of products on online services or over the internet. Electronic commerce draws the end technological such as mobile commerce, electronic funds, transfers. So everything which is happening, for example, transferring of money, fund transfers, electronic fund transfer, supply chain management, internet marketing, online transaction. Every transaction which is happening on internet is which is comes under e-commerce only. Electronic data interchange, movement management systems, automatic data collection systems. The automatic data collection system is one of those systems in which you enter a data and it will automatically reply to it. For example, vending machines. Vending machines, you will just put the information that you want a drink or you want a food. You will just put money. You will put information that I want this, and it will just pull out all those products for you. All those things comes under e-commerce. Online shopping, electronic payments, all those things are coming under e-commerce only. Traditional commerce versus e-commerce. Traditional commerce is you all know traditional commerce is a branch of business which focuses on exchange of products and services and includes all those activities which encourage. E-commerce means carrying out commercial transactions or exchange of information electronically on the internet. So traditional commerce is like going to a shop, buying something, and coming back with the product. But on e-commerce, what is happening is all commercial transactions are happening, all exchanges are of information or exchanges are happening electronically over the internet only, not traditionally. So processing, you can learn this table. This will be a good difference which is an important term, traditional commerce versus e-commerce, and it is explained with the comparison of the terms. For example, processing of transaction. We already know traditional commerce transaction will happen manually. We will go to a shop manually, and on the e-commerce thing, the transactions will happen automatically. No person is sitting there to do each and every transaction individually. It is happening automatically with the machine learning and artificial intelligence. So accessibility, like on a shop, you can go to a limited time. After that, the shop will be closed. But on e-commerce, 24 into 7, you can at 3 a.m. in the night, you can purchase a product. All those things are explained here: marketing, payment, how the payment will be done on a manual transaction. On a manual transaction, you can give check, cash, credit card, etc. But on e-commerce, you cannot give cash. You only have to give, or check, you can only have to give credit by credit card or debit card or e-wallets, etc. So delivery of goods, if you are going to a shop and buying a product, you will get that product instantly, but on e-commerce things, you will have to wait for 1 or 2 3 days until it is shipped. So these are the differences between the e-commerce and manual commerce. Features of e-commerce, we have I have narrated these features many a time, so I will just read the headlines of it. Real time shopping is only your you will open a website, you will purchase a good, and it will happen instantly. Using mobiles, you can use your mobile sitting in the office, sitting in the market, sitting in the cafe. You can open your mobile and apps, and you can have a transaction straight away with your cell phone only. Multi-channel, so multi-channel is all about like, uh, if you are talking about that the purchases nowadays anticipate an exceptionally easy exchange. They accept the that the product added to the cart and will be accessible to them. So multi-channel means you are purchasing a product on internet. Now that product have been put in your cart. Now the warehouse will know that product have been purchased by the person. So channel have been changed from internet to the warehouse. One channel have been changed. Now the warehouse will contact the shipping company, that you have to ship that product from our warehouse to the customer. So now the third channel have came, the shipping as in the uh, as a shipping company. So three, it is a multi-channel. E-commerce is a multi-channel thing. Every channel is attached to each other. Every channel is working in real time, and that's why these transactions are happening very efficiently. So big data is all about the internet, artificial intelligence, and machine learning only. Customization and personalization, visual customer engagement. So customization and personalization is only about like, for example, on a Gmail or a Chrome, you have seen that they will ask you to set up your profile. They will ask you that which color you want of your Chrome. So all this comes under personalization. Like you will personalize your web browser, and everyone have different preference. So if that a browser is personalized by you, you will have many options. Social networking sites. So everyone knows about social networking sites. Mobile POS, accessing via mobile. Retailer support to omni-channel consumers. The mobile application facilitates you to analyze cost, check the surveys on the web, offer the item with friends. So there are many things which are offered on e-commerce. Like if you have liked the product, you can straight away share that product to your friend, to your colleagues. So all those options are given by e-commerce only, not by the manual commerce or the standard commerce which had happened earlier. Benefits of e-commerce: each help to reach global. We have talked about how e-commerce can help reaching global. A person sitting from one place can put the product on internet and be global about it. If that product is liked by many persons, he will have an expansion in his or her business in no time. Cost effective, we have talked about cost effective also, like having one warehouse instead of 6 or 7 warehouses around the country or around the world. You can have only one warehouse and ship the product directly. So it is all about cost effective things. Disadvantages of e-commerce: it lacks the personal touch. You already know what a personal when you go earlier when our fathers, or earlier when our big brothers used to go to shops to buy a product, there was a cordial environment between the shopkeeper and the family. Many a times when we do not even have the money, the shopkeeper will lend you the product, and they will ask you to give the money later on. These all happened because of those personal touches. These all happened because of those cordial relations. System and data integrity. E-commerce delays goods. E-commerce, as we all know, that if we buy a product, if we need a product today only, if we are purchasing that product from e-commerce, it will not be shipped today. Many of the companies have tried doing that, and they are have being successful in it, but success ratio is very less, and instant delivery of the products is not possible in e-commerce. So these are the advantages of e-commerce. M-commerce is all about the transactions which are happening on mobile. So it will be similar to e-commerce only, but now we are talking about how these transactions, how these transfers are happening on mobile. So it will be a similar topic. App-based business, like every uh, company is using app nowadays, and you can access that company's website. You do not have to open your laptop. You can access that company's website from app only. Learn about the market opportunity, evaluate the existing mobile app platforms. So all these things are happening because of the internet of things. Wallet and plastic money in the business. Wallet and plastic money is all about all those money which we are using, for example, a credit card, a debit card, everything which we are buying, every any product with the use of cards is plastic, is said to be as plastic money. Wallets are all about, like, for example, take an example of Paytm or Amazon, or even the telephone companies like Airtel have started giving the wallets option. Now they have now you have an option to put your money in the wallet of the, for example, the wallet of the Paytm. Now when you want to recharge your mobile, or when you want to recharge your that telecom company you are using, you can straight away use the money from the wallet, and you do not have to go to your bank website, or go to your take your plastic card out, and you can directly use the wallet and purchase the product. So an e-wallet or an digital wallet like Paytm, I have already told you about the Paytm virtual wallet. uh, so there are limits of wallets, like Paytm will ask you to have a balance of less than 20,000. If you want to improve, if you want to increase the limit of your wallet, if you want to put more money in that wallet, you have to do your KYC. KYC is basically providing your PAN card details and Aadhaar card details, and having most of the companies are doing KYC online only by having a video chat and asking you to show your Aadhaar card and PAN card. So e-wallets are limited. You cannot put money more than 1 lakh in it if you are also a KYC customer. So e-wallets have a limitation that you can use the money up to 1 lakh only. If you want to buy a product of more than 1 lakh, you cannot use e-commerce. You cannot use that e-wallet. You have to buy it from any of your plastic card or internet banking only. So let's talk about franchising, benefits of franchising. So franchising, as we all know, that for example, we take an example of a company. I have started a company named any ABC named company. So what I will do is, I cannot have the person, I cannot have my persons or my employees working in every part of the country. So what I will do is, I will start giving my franchises to others. So what I will do is, I will give my brand name. I will we will have an agreement. I will ask who is interested, the person who is interested. I will have an agreement with that person that you can use my ABC company name. You will have all those. Uh, for example, a food company. I have many manuals. I have many manuals already created for that food company. So if if a person, I will have an agreement with that person that you will start my, I will give you the franchisee. You will start a business with my name in your region, but you have to follow all the rules and regulations which have been made by me. So it is all about franchising. A franchisor license, its know-how, methodology, protected innovation, utilization of its plan, action brand, right to pitch its marked items, administration. Consequently, the franchisee pays certain charges and
consents to confirm to specific committees, regularly set a franchisee agreement for the franchisor, utilization, claimed outlets for chain stores. Benefits of franchising. Capital, a franchisor capital requirement will be lesser because the franchisors will provide the capital to open each franchise channel. So capital is all about all those things which are needed to start a business. Now a franchisor, the person who is giving franchises, will not have to start a business in every part of the country. Now he will straight away give his franchisee, and the business will be operated by some other person who is interested in it. Better management, as you have not put a lot of capital in it, as you are not in a debt of a lot of money, you can manage your business up to a great extent because you have given franchises to different persons. Now those franchisers or those persons who have taken the franchises, it is also their responsibility to increase the business. So there is a less effort, there less more effort if we are giving franchises to other persons. Less employees. Now you do not have to hire the employees directly. The employees will be hired by all those persons who have taken the franchises. Speed of expansion, as the franchises have grown, the speed of expansion will be up to a great extent. Risk and accountability, the franchisor will not risk its capital and will not have the sign to lease agreements and employment. So you do not have to open the stores at every part of the country. You do not have every government have different rules for opening a store. So you do not have to bother about those rules. Now you have given a franchisee to other person, and that other person is responsible about opening that store. Increasing brand fairness, because that brand is now visible in every part of the country, it will increase brand fairness. Publicity and support, consumer faithfulness, worldwide growth. So if you have opened the franchises, for example, many Indian companies have opened franchises worldwide. So worldwide growth will be seen if franchising is happening. Logistic and supply chain in business. So we have somehow talked about logistics and supply chain earlier by giving earlier example also. So I will have a overview of it. So what is logistics? What is supply chain? Logistics is transferring of one product from one place to another, and supply chain is how that product is transferred from one place to another. That is supply chain only. So if we take an example of couriers, which are happening in we are receiving couriers, we are giving couriers, which by e-commerce website, everything is sent by courier only. So logistics is the logistics in the department which is handling those couriers, and handling those couriers very efficiently. You are very aware that it is very less chance that your product will be misplaced or will be given to some other person. It is very minimal chance, 0.001% or 0.1% only. 99.9% of the time your product will be delivered to you straight away without any delay. So it is the responsibility of the logistics which is working very efficiently. And what is supply chain in business? Supply chain is how that logistic is getting that product delivered from one place to another place without any delay. That all comes under supply chain business. Significance of logistic. The term procurement is defined as all those activities necessary to acquire goods and services consistent with user requirement. The procurement process is renamed as supplier relationship management. Political storehouse, incorporate market, research and development, finance, publication. So what are the significance of logistics is, for instance, concessions at a games event have no value to buyers on to off chance that they are not accessible at the time and place that the event is happening. So what is they have given an example of a game store or a game event. So what is if we are talking about the games, if we have a boom of gaming in north of India, and we have an event going in south of India about the gaming, about the gaming the new games which have came, the new games which have been launched. So there is no benefit of it. But with logistics, what happen is, if a person from north India who is interested in games is watching that product is being launched in south India, that logistics will help that product to be delivered from south India to north India straight away. So this is the significance of logistics. This is how logistics works. If a game is developed in South India, that will be easily delivered with the help of logistics to the north of India to those persons who are interested. If there is no logistics is available in the country, that product will not be delivered, and there is no point of having that product in south of India if the gamers are available in north of India. Now the last topic is outsourcing and offshoring. So let's talk about the difference of it, and you will easily understand the topic. Meaning of outsourcing is the assignment of business peripheral operations to an external organization. So offshoring refers to the relocation of business processes in a different country. So there is a very clear difference between outsourcing and offshoring. Outsourcing is assignment of given. For example, we have talked about Foxconn earlier, the company which make iPhones. So what it is doing is it is outsourcing. It is having its operation in America. It is having its operation in China, and recently it have outsourced its operation in India also. So what have happened is they have started operating, or they have starting their business from they have given their business to an external organization. Apple have given their business to Foxconn, an external organization, to manufacture their products with all those rules and regulation which have Apple have made. So it is outsourcing, giving your manufacturing product to another company, and they will it is their responsibility to make that product with all those rules and regulation. Offshoring is completely moving from one country to another. For example, a company, an Indian company, which have started its business in India, but have seen a great boom in Canada or a great boom in US of that product, and it is not working in India. In India, it is not at all working, and there is a lot of cost which is happening in logistics from sending those products from India to that country which is interested in that product. So in those cases, the company, what will company do is company will offshore. Company will completely relocate its business from India to that part of the world which is having interest in its product. Implications. What are the implications in it? Shifting operations to the third party. For example, Apple and Foxconn we have talked about. Apple have given its responsibility to Foxconn to manufacture the products in India. So you have to give the responsibility to a different organization. So if Foxconn will not maintain its dignity, Foxconn will not maintain all those things, all those standards which have been given by Apple. So it is a risk in it, that Apple have to risk that maybe Foxconn will do or maybe Foxconn will not do. And risk is very important because, for example, if we take about an Apple product only, if Apple products are getting manufactured wrongly in one part of the world, it will directly hinder the reputation of a company like Apple. So it is involved in outsourcing. Offshoring, the risk involved is offshoring is you have to shift every part of your company to another country, which is a very uh, uh, difficult process, because everything shifting one place to another, every part everything shifting from one place to another is very difficult process. Objective: focus on core business activities. Objective: lower labor cost. We have talked about uh, 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 a company which is doing good in Canada but not doing good in India. So l- sending one product from India to Canada is very cost expensive. So lower labor cost will happen when we are offshoring. And when we are outsourcing, will our more focus will be our on business, not on starting a new business in the new country. Our main focus will be on our current business only. Function performed by, for example, Foxconn. If Foxconn is manufacturing the iPhone, the function is performed by Foxconn only, not the Apple. So employees are not from Apple. It will be from Foxconn only. Employees of the organization, employ in offshoring, employees will remain the same. Location within or outside the country, outside the country only. In offshoring, of course, we will move from one country to another country, so it will be outside the country only. In outsourcing, for example, Apple is manufacturing its product in America also, China also, India also. So in outsourcing, the products will be manufactured within the country also and outside the country also. So this is all about the fourth unit, in which we have talked about the technological expansion. We have talked about the offshoring and outsourcing. What is offshoring and outsourcing? We have talked about the blockchain. We have talked about how franchising, and we have talked about m-commerce. We have talked about e-commerce. We have taken example of Flipkart and Amazon in it. We have talked about features of e-commerce. We have talked about the difference between traditional commerce and e-commerce, how commerce is happening on internet, how commerce is happening on shops. We have talked about the impact of technology on business, how technology is helping business. We have talked about robotics. We have talked about social shopping, artificial intelligence, machine learning, blockchain. So I hope all those things have been, uh, as it is a counseling session, all those things have been understood, or all those things you have an idea about all those things right now. And when you will read those things while you will prepare for exams, it will be easy for you to understand these topics. So, if you have any queries, you can talk about it now. And if you do not have any queries, we will close the session for today. Anyone have any query about the technological changes unit, which we were doing right now? So I hope no one is having any query. So I will ask RC Chandigarh to close the meeting. And so,
Sir,
yeah. Now, Monaco Saab, it's fine if you do not have any query. If anyone have any query, they can ask, or we will leave the session in 1 minute then. So I think no one is having any query about it. So have a good day and do take care of yourself. So we will leave the session now.
फिर ये चैप्टर बचा है ना अभी?
नहीं, चैप्टर क्लोज हो गया है. यूनिट 4 खत्म हो गया, ब्लॉक 1 पूरा खत्म हो गया.
सर मैंने लेट ज्वाइन करा था तो सर वो
हम्म.
थोड़ा सा हेलिंग का
Actually,
बता दो वो।
ये आप नेक्स्ट क्लास में आप जल्दी ज्वाइन कर लीजिएगा, क्योंकि अब ये सेशन जो है वो क्लोजिंग टाइम पे आ गया है. तो आपको नेक्स्ट सेशन में बता दिया जाएगा कि अगर आपको कुछ ओवरव्यू चाहिए होगा तो इसमें आप नेक्स्ट टाइम से थोड़ा टाइम पे ज्वाइन करिएगा.
मेरी
सो
वो
वी विल बी
6
क्लोजिंग
बजे
द
तक
सेशन
ड्यूटी
नाउ.
होती है ना।
जी 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 जी. तो अब तो 7:15 हो गए ना. कोई ना, आप कल ज्वाइन कर लीजिएगा, और ओवरव्यू इसका कल हम आपको ये इस दोबारा से इसके ओवरव्यू से शुरू कर देंगे. ठीक है, तो अब वी विल बी लिविंग द सेशन नाउ. हैव अ गुड डे टू ऑल.